Hey guys, what's up? Fan here again, and today I'm bringing you guys another video commentary slash guide. And the hero I wanted to cover today is none other but the strongest tank in the current metagame, and that's going to be ETC. So ETC, in my opinion, and in the opinions of many of the other, top pro teams, is currently the strongest tank, at least in the metagame for North America. And what made him so strong was really two things. The first thing was, about a patch or two ago, there was a new build that was kind of figured out, and the new build actually gives ETC a lot of damage potential, and that was one thing he was lacking before. So 2 patches ago, you think about the strongest tanks, and it was like Arthas with in Venom, who could output just like a ton of damage while being very very tanky, and Stitches with his slam damage going through the roof while still being very tanky as well. Now ETC used to be very tanky, but he didn't have good damage. With this patch, that actually changed. He actually well, not really with this patch, but with the arrival of the new build that's become standard on ETC. The new build gives him quite a bit of damage, and the second thing that really made ETC the best tank was this last patch where they basically nerfed every other tank except ETC. And it just so happens that when you nerf every other tank except ETC, ETC becomes a much better tank. Now, today I'm going to show you guys what the basics of the skill build is. I'm going to explain all the skill builds, and that's about it for what I'm going to do for today, at least. It looks like there's a fight here. It's like a full-on brawl, so I'm gonna go over here, try and tank a little bit for my teammates, and maybe we can get someone here. Looks like both teams are trading like fairly evenly at the moment. I'm gonna get them off the Tanda, and I'm gonna go on this guy here. This is kind of weird because no one's soaking at the moment, so I think we should get back to soaking as soon as we can. But it looks like this is just gonna straight up become a extended fight, and I'm gonna try and catch this Arthas so my team can kill him. Got the stun off on him. Unfortunately, I have nothing else, so yeah, that basically just ended up being a minute-long fight where no one died, and basically nothing was gained from it, unfortunately. Alright, so now going back to the lane phase. Now that I have some time, I'm going to say at level 1, of course, you get block on ETC. As a tank, your job is to obviously survive and kind of zone out the enemy team from being able to reach your squishy heroes. And ETC excels at doing that with his kit. And it only gets better when you add block on top of it. Obviously, his Q is a dash, which is already, a dash is really good for surviving, but the dash also stuns anyone he passes through, which is awesome. His W is a knockback, AoE knockback, which obviously makes it very hard to get past ETC if he doesn't want you to, and it also makes it very hard to focus down ETC because he can just knock you back whenever he feels like it. Right now, I should be going into the skulls, but I kind of want to get my team level 4 before I go in there. So I'm staying out here for a little bit, trying to soak a little bit of the experience. Okay, got the last of that experience. Now I'm going to head into the skulls, or head into the mines, and see that the situation here is not looking that good. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ignore the fight there and basically try my best to get some skulls. It looks like so far they're still fighting. I'm basically still trying my best to get some skulls here. I'm gonna go for the top left one, and looks like we're gonna lose out on the skulls here. So my teammates are saying they needed me for the fight, and that might have been true, but honestly, they should have just not fought at all, which I probably should have typed something in chat to prevent them from fighting, but in the end, it's okay. We're basically even on skulls right now. I'm gonna get this last skull here. And then, looks like there's a lot of them here. So I'm gonna trade with them a little bit here, and then just slide on out of there. Looks like the rest of my team is coming in, so I'm gonna want to help them soon. I'm gonna tap the fountain here, and basically go straight back into the mines, and get ready to fight when they start the big golem here. Team that starts the golem is at a disadvantage because you're kind of pincered as you can see here, you have the opposing team on one side and you have the golem hitting you on the other side. So, in a 5-on-5, it's not wise to start the golem if you're not certain you can finish it. And, basically that's exactly what's happening here. They got pincered really badly by our team on one side, golem on the other side, and we actually killed all 5 of them. So, just a bit of advice if you ever play mines, never try and start the golem if all 5 enemy heroes are about to oppose you. So level 4, you get Echo Pedal with this build. Echo Pedal is actually the first piece of the puzzle in giving ETC, a good amount of damage output. Echo Pedal is basically like immolation. After you use each of your abilities, it gives you 2 pulses of immolation, so it damages everything around you for a certain, amount of immolation damage. And basically, if you stack your skills properly, so basically, every time you use the spell, you wait for the 2 pulses of immolation to tick before you use another spell. If you stack your spells like that, you can get 6 pulses of immolation, right? Because you have 3 spells, and by the time you use your last skill, your E is gonna be almost up again. So basically, it's almost like constant immolation, which gives ETC a lot of damage. Second part of the puzzle you get at level 7, and that's going to be Guitar Hero. Basically what Guitar Hero does is, it's an attack reset, so immediately after you press your E, you can attack again. The best way to use that is, right after you hear the attack animation go off, right after you hear the whacking sound of ETC's club, just instantly press E and you'll attack again. And basically what that does is, first of all, it lets you attack twice, so that's already 200% of your auto attack damage in like 1 second, right? But the second thing it does is, your second attack also deals double damage, and it heals you for 50% of the damage dealt. So basically what you end up doing is, you attack, E, reset your attack, and attack immediately again, and you give out like 300% of your auto attack damage in like 1 second, right? And you put that on top of your constant Echo Pedal damage, and it becomes really good. Alright, I'm just gonna come kill this guy here. He's pretty out of position. He was trying to hide, but we saw him there, so. Now as ETC, if I can't really zone them from the fight, so like this, if they're already in the middle of the fight here, what I like to do is target their squishies. Usually that entails running at their carries or healers, and, basically with Echo Pedal and Guitar Hero, you can pretty much run at them, and they have to back off. Vala cannot trade with you, right? They have to back off. So basically, you can zone carries away from the fight like that. And if they do try and trade with you, you will 100% win with your damage from Echo Pedal and Guitar Hero and your block. Especially in the early game, carries like Valas or false dads have absolutely no chance of trading against you effectively, even if they try and kite, because you have a dash and all of that. Now level 10, I'm taking Stage Dive because it is the kind of current meta for North America. Stage Dive is more popular for split pushing. Now I actually don't advise taking Stage Dive if you're going to be on Haunted Mines, but on any other map, you can do a lot of split pushing with it. And basically what you want to do for Stage Dive is, he's going to flip over that wall? No, he's not. He's too scared. Basically what you want to do with Stage Dive is, you just want to immediately go to a lane where your allies are not, and then start split pushing. And as soon as the fight breaks out, you can just Stage Dive to your allies and, join the fight. So much like a False Dad or Brightwing, you can utilize split pushing very effectively because of your global. And this Vala is trying to, they're trying to contest me here, but it's taking Uther and a Vala. They're not going to do any damage to me, so I'm not really worried. In fact, I'm going to start hitting these guys right now. And just try and keep them out of the mines for a while. And you can see how much damage I am doing this to that Vala in a completely 2-on-1 situation, right? So you can imagine, if it was 1-on-1 situation, that Vala would have been like pretty much dead. And that's the power of ETC, especially in this early game. So once again, just gonna back off a little bit here. My team is getting all the skulls right now, so like if they wanna like waste time fighting me, it's perfectly fine. Here I'm gonna stage dive in here. I'm not very far, but I want the damage and the slow, and I knew for a fact that they were gonna be here because I saw them running that way, so I knew that was pretty much a guaranteed stage dive. And as you can see, we're just doing crazy amounts of damage to the enemy team right now. I'm gonna stun this guy out, and just like that, we've wiped them all again, and we're gonna get a really big golem again. It's a shame that, I'm not gonna be able to show you guys the full potential of stage dive this game, but, basically just imagine the same way you play Brightwing or Falstad if you've ever played any of those heroes. As soon as you hit level 10, just go to a lane and tell your 4 other allies to go to a different one, right? So if you're going top, tell your allies to go push bottom or go do an objective bottom. Maybe get the boss if you're on Cursed Hollow or something like that. And, you basically put the enemy team in a very awkward position where either they stop your split push and lose whatever objective the 4 teammates of yours are doing, or they go fight your teammates and you get a lot of split pushing done, so you get extra experience via split push, you get extra, maybe you push a fort down via split push, and you'll still be there in time for the team fight because of your stage dive. And that split push power is really what makes ETC so good. And it's much better than a Brightwing because ETC with Echo Pedal pushes waves extremely fast. He also kills structures very fast with Guitar Hero and Echo Pedal. So in terms of pure split push, he is very good at it, and he is probably on par with Falstad. So definitely very strong split push there. Appearing in a lot of dingings, so it sounds like they tried to contest my teammates there, but they were a level down, so there's really no way they could have contested. Here we have an 82 skull golem, which is a very strong golem. And I guess I'll show you as one small example of split pushing here, right? Normally you would just group with your golem, but since I have my stage dive up, there's absolutely no reason for me to be there until the fight breaks out. So what I'm going to do here is just soak bottom lane's experience, and what I'm going to do here also is I can freely kill the enemy's golem, and I can just stay here until the fight breaks out up there. And, that shows you, even in Haunted Mines, there's benefits to stage dive. Just because the power of split pushing, split soaking is just really strong. Oh, it looks like the fight there, I don't think they really fought. I think they just picked someone off. I'm still watching, and honestly, they're not even offering that much resistance. So I'm just going to continue clearing this golem here. Alright, golem dead. I'm going to tap the wall. Level 16, basically what you get for this talent is either Imposing Presence or Stone Skin. If you get Imposing Presence, you want at least 2 auto attackers on the enemy team. Checking the enemy team, I see a Vala, and that's the only auto attacker, so I'm going to go Stone Skin this game. Some things that you can consider auto attackers are, okay, I'm just going to stage dive in here because it looks like they need me now. Cut off that mouse escape route, slow him down with stage dive, and get an easy kill on them. And now I'm just going to start whacking people. And it looks like, with our golem here, we're pretty much going to end the game here. I'm going to knock him away from his space so he can't return. And once again, another easy kill, and we're going to end the game here. So, I've talked about all the skills except this one. Now, I'd say 80% of the time you want Uber Rockstar. In some situations where you're facing heavy CC, so if they have Kerrigan, Uther, and something else, just perma-stunning, then you want Relentless. But, whenever you can get away with it, definitely go Uber Rockstar, because Uber Rockstar gives you 3 seconds of 20% movement speed for your entire team every time you cast any spell. And that's just, that's nothing to scoff at. The movement advantage in team fights and, for retreating or catching people, the movement advantage of Uber Rockstar is absolutely insane when you think about it. 20% movement speed for your entire team every time you cast any ability, that's just insane. And that's one of the reasons why that ability is so good. Level 20, what you want to get is Bolt of the Storm. Bolt of the Storm is just too good to pass up on ETC, of course, so that's what you get there. And level 16, like I said before, if you want Imposing Presence, there should be at least 2 auto attackers on the enemy team. Auto attackers are things like Vala, Raynor, Sergeant Hammer, Thrall, Illidan, just things that, have very consistent auto attack damage output. But yeah, that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Sorry it was such a short video. I didn't expect it to be Haunted Mines here, but hopefully you saw, the power of the split pushing via, the global ultimate there, and hopefully you guys also understood, a little bit about why ETC is so strong in the meta right now, and it's mostly because of his damage output, along with the fact that all the other tanks got nerfed. So yeah, just remember how to use Echo Pedo. Make sure you rotate your skills accordingly. Make sure you reset your auto attacks properly with Guitar Hero, and you guys will be, dominating with ETC in no time. So thanks for watching, guys. That's about it for today. If you have any comments, please comment in the section below and I'll get back to you. And make sure to subscribe to the channel because I will be covering a lot more new and interesting builds for the North America scene. I do play on Cloud9 Vortex now, and I'm in the competitive scene very frequently, playing tournaments and such, so I will always get you the up-to-date builds and stuff whenever I have time. So definitely subscribe for all the cool content, and I will see you guys next time.